compañeros de guionistas, bienvenidos a un evento fantástico.
Howard Gordon es un guionista mítico, co-creador de la adaptación de Homeland, showrunner de 24, y los que somos ya gente mayor, pues ha sido guionista en Buffy Cazavampiros y Spencer, detective privado. O sea, alguien como legendario.
The showrunner was a very sacred position for so many years, and the writer really was the king. Not in movies. Movies, writers were, beneath the makeup person. But in TV, the writer was king. We created the show, and week to week and season to season, we were responsible for the continuity of the series. Now we're much more disposable. I think the companies have changed. The way the people who are paying for it just don't value the writers in the same way they used to. And I think it's a problem. Our guild, really, its sort of central mythology was during the blacklist, when writers were brought in front of the Congress and had to testify against each other. And that's like the central myth that bonded. And also writers were treated like factory workers. Even like F. Scott Fitzgerald and the great writers were, they made more than they did from writing novels, but many writers were mistreated, and so the guild got together and started protecting mostly minimums, like you cannot pay someone less than X. So for writers of a certain stature, it was less important, but for underrepresented writers, it created better health and pension. And now, some very smart people, many of whom are my friends and a lot smarter than me, are struggling to take on the tech companies. Because, for instance, if I make this key for $1 and I sell it for $2, I can tell you how I can be paid or how I should be paid. They don't tell you how a series on Amazon or on Netflix is doing. There's a big walled garden. And so we're just trying to get some honesty so we understand how we can be compensated more fairly. It feels like it should be easier, but I think it's gotten harder. And I think writers, just as a group, have been making less money because, for instance, the 8 episodes on Amazon over the same amount of over a year is different than 20 episodes on NBC. They have to be more nomadic, more entrepreneurial, and they jump from one writer's room to another. So nobody's learning. No one's staying in one place anymore.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Amazing.